Alright, muri yeZimbabwe kusangana kwatiri kuita zvakare ipo pano paZimu News Update apo patinode kupa first hand update anonga ari kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe sezvo nhasi musi wa3 June hazvina kumira zvakanaka kuimba yeparliament iri kuMount Upden uku apo patiri kuona ndo pari kuitwa debate nema-MPs kune vari kusapota constitutional nevasiri kusapota constitutional sezvo tiri kuona kuti vari kumanikidzwa vachipiwa mari vachipiwa zvinhu zvakasiyana siyana so tiri kuona pana pamuri yeZimbabwe panyorwa naHusaya muvhiringi maaccounts anonzi anoshandiswa naGeorge Charamba yakanzi Jangwanda 2 iyaya neyakanzi Husaya muvhiringi so tinoziva kuti ana George Charamba iteam Chiwenga vari go against sezvo tiri kuziva kuti Chiwenga ari against constitutional amendment bill number 3 kusanganisira na Obed Mpofu ndo zvakazotowadzikisa futi kuti wabviswa pausecretary general upaiswa naJacob Mudenda pamusaka pekuti wanga uri kuisa mabreak zvinhu zveconstitutional amendment bill number 3 ndofunga muri kuona kuti pakangoiswa naJacob Mudenda zvakabva zvatanga kutotsvedza kutanga kutoenda because Obed Mpofu anga kutozvimisa anga kutombowirirana nazvo ndosaka muri kuona akadzikiswa ipapo muri yeZimbabwe chinototiratidza kuti anga kutowirirana nazvo ndechekuti akatoramba kutosaina kuda tagore kutanga achipinda muCentral Committee patakaona pakapinda vaJacob Mudenda zvakabva zvangoita mutsvedzerere kutsvedza semuramba so tiri kuona pana paGeorge Charamba ari kunyora mashoko ari kunyora muri yeZimbabwe tira kuti tinzwe kuti ari kuti kudini panapa so tiri kuona panapa collective punishment is coming to all treasonous MPs who choose to defecate on the constitutional kumamira bumbiro remutemo. You are committing treason muri yeZimbabwe zvinomira zvakanaka apakaiba baba mashoko acho anonga kunyorwa kuti tiregeze kumaverenga totomaverenga tingabvotanze kumaverenga chimwe you are committing treason. You all know you are against Zimbabwe. Let's see who wins. This is a warning to all MPs. Trikuona muri yeZimbabwe pakaipa ndo mashoko aripo muri yeZimbabwe trikuona
citizens who are even taking their constituents MPs to court opposing the process without their views, and I believe those citizens are also in the same direction as we are. View is still the same, but we believe that the consultation
muri yeZimbabwe ma-ex generals avo vasi kuwirirana nezviri kuitwa napresident Emmerson Mnangagwa so tira kuti tinzwe makomrade wetinawo pano uzongotiudza unonga uchifunga mucomment section kuti zvinenge zvakamira sei pamashoko tinenge tichiisa pano tichikupai maupdates zvinhu zvina zviri kuitika but now toda kuzivisai kutoti kutori neyowe kuparliament pari zvino sezvo tiri kuzoona kuti vaMnangagwa vakahwina kudhara because tiri kuona kuti zvavari kuita zviri kumanikidzwa ma-MPs achari kumanikidzwa kuiswa pakona vachithreatenwa vachiita sei hazvinombomira zvakanaka
tichizoda kuparidzirwa as progress. There is also an admittance of failure that comes from CAB3 and the people that support CAB3 from the position yekuti hanzi aiwa president vari kugona maproject, which is utter nonsense kuti vari kugona maproject because you can actually start to do here an analysis of the projects, the time it took and the money that was spent and to whom that money went, especially Travabaras. We all know that it went to the man who became a queen, to the queen bee. We know how he benefited, how he got that, right? But it's an utter lie. It's an admittance of failure. Kana muna achiti ndapiwa 5 terms and 5 terms is not enough for me to complete my work. Yet the standard across the globe is 4 terms. And this is what also the Zimbabweans told you, that we want it done in that time. If you cannot do it in that time, then leave it for others. It shows you ZANU-PF does not even have a thought of continuity because they don't need the person to continue in order for the projects to move forward. They don't need the person to be there if they were an institution that is proper. Apana pamakamboti nini company CEO afa munzi wotaiwa all of a sudden company isina kwari kwanisa kuenda nenda kuti CEO afa. You don't hear that. Kana kuti manager achinja transfer out chaendera imwe company, things have stopped. There is a plan of continuity. Angari subordinate yake steps up, they carry the project for the work of that company forward. The same applies to running a state. Unless you are running a mafia, such as what we find in Zimbabwe, that's where you can talk about exclusive economic opportunities. You are not going to be able to make it. I'm very sad because this is not what I wanted to talk about. But after the misinformation that was being shared, I feel obligated that I have to go back and then recondition the room on what are the factual matters, what is the truth, and why does the bill not make sense. It is also not true to say that the fight now only lies in Parliament. Parliament draws its power from you, the people. A Parliament can be dissolved by you, the people. If you activate yourself sufficiently, the Parliament means nothing. When the citizens say at this point, we are going against what the Parliament is saying because it does not benefit us, but it benefits a small group, the Parliament ceases to exist. Not only Parliament, you have done it to an entire nation. Rhodesia does not exist today, yet it had the Parliament, it had the constitutional mandate to say blacks can go here and no further. But today it does not exist because you said no. The same thing applies. If the parliamentarians choose to distance themselves from the people and act as if they are gods, is what my brother was preaching with Anza Yamafana Wabata Zakanaka, Wabata Zakanaka, last for long, Zakanaka. We are not beholden unto them. They are not gods. Any power that they purport to have is only because we permit them. Remember, the social contract is we are equal, but we have elevated you for a moment as a representative. The moment you stop to represent us, we remind you that we are equal, and we bring you down below the horde. So Zekunzi Parliament is the end game, is a lie. If the Parliament does happen to move in a direction that the citizens do not want, the citizens can still evoke that primal force, the force that creates any sovereignty, which is us, the people, and our numbers. How are we positioning ourselves to best do that? Who are we talking to after we listen to this conversation? Who are we partnering with? How are we prepping to be ready to present ourselves, to be counted by citizens? No. In their wisdom, the authors of the Constitution have two sections and section 59 and section 56 to evoke that primal force that I'm talking about, to bring down constitutional courts, to bring down parliaments, and say you are all representatives. But today I will not be represented. I am here present, and I am going to show my protest against what it is that you are doing. The task is for those that have been called leaders in opposition to be ready to activate that primal force. The task is for those that call themselves citizens and understand the responsibility of being a citizen to be ready to participate where it matters. And that participation might be walking on territory everywhere where Zimbabwe holds sovereign territory, to walk and declare, to say, no, Atichada is, we don't want this no more. That's what we have to do. I have to say, Komajirat, I am really, really sad. This is not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the later, but I don't think we should let such lies fly. We should not. I'll pause there.
So
you don't want to hear the truth?
Because
You don't want to hear the truth?
I've always said this, time and time again. I've always said this. And then I open a space here. I open, the discussion. Lay it out in the way that I need to say with this. Let us go, with this conversation. But some of you guys, you just come here, to listen. I cannot be the only one, speaking here. No garabana because there's natanga space and natanga space na 5. And then 5. Because it's 14 past 7. Which is more than 2 hours. And then if I open a space, I say people request the mic to speak. If people don't request the mic to speak, whoever requests the mic to speak, I'll give the opportunity. Otherwise, I'll just be ending, that conversation. After Nangwe is an introduction. Saka mkazi wazo chema manje ka ndapa vanhu vanenge va request kuti vataure because vataura things that you don't want to hear. There's a problem there. Ngatingoti kana tinge tavhura maspace acho tiri kutaura vanhu ngavauya mutaure numbers kwete kuti izvo when Vanapadare comes here and grab the mic, that is when now you want to come in and speak.
When it comes,
Ayo, but munoona zviita here.
maybe mune musi kurifer hedu kune isusu, maybe muri kurifer kune, we are regulars,
Aiwa, but
maybe
still,
mukurifer
no,
kune
no,
vamwe.
no, no, no. But still,
Because
no, but still,
padare asvikirana neni apa
no, no, no,
padare asvikirana
no,
neni
no, no, no. Anosvikira newe. Padare atouya akarequesta. Ndine ndofunga naye ndina bado vanhu 5.
ndobva ndarequestawo kabva yazongobvumawo later
Aiwa, haina
because
kubvuma
request
later.
yanga iripo.
Ndakuacceptai mukadonha mukaita sei, you understand? But
Nhasi handaudonha ndozvati kana ndadonha mukoma
no, but
ndinotaura ndani.
iye auya pamberi penyu. But angatorequesta
No,
kudhara.
I think vanenge vatouhina, vanenge vatoti diveta. My issue is this: I have chosen to use my time to correct
Yes,
what
and
they have.
I want to give you the time to speak to what needs to be spoken.
Exactly, because I believe we cannot allow that to just continue and
Yes,
flow.
I've got
into
no
public
problem.
education.
I've got no problem with you correcting some of some of these things. This is why sometimes I say,
Yes.
would you come and help me run, this space and to further, this conversation. And more. But the problem, what I saw, could these people want to be listeners, and then pakazotaurwa zvinhu zvisingafarwa nemunhu. That is when now you start to see my comments flyer. People, want to come through. Right, I say, and when they come through now, yeah, we don't have a problem. Young in your mind. Right, we don't get that but in I'm opening up a space to good one. Why, the layer the conversation.
Kuti mimi tiungane, and then we talk of, we are saying no. Chimbonzwa vanhu vari kuti yes. Because if you look at people that vote and people that reason, kana kuti vanhu vamunoti vano ngati chiko, I don't know, maybe ndiri kurasika mawords. Vanhu vanovhota in the name of kwanzi kune ma-elections vakawandisa more than vanhu vanoziva zvavari kuvhotera. I think muri kwasanzwa zvandikutaura. Nzwisai, vanhu vanenge vana padare ndo vakawandisa, ndo vachati yes to CAB3 vanhu vakawanda kupfuura. In most cases vanhu ivavo they outnumber vanhu vane ma-genuine questions. Saka you need to hear their side of the story. Nonsense zavo, I mean, you have to be very comfortable nonsense zavo, because they are part and parcel of your community. Then you look at ED. ED is a guy who loves controversy. His life has been controversial. Controversy. He's doing it for fun. He's poking people for fun. Because what does he have to protect or to gain? Nothing. Hapana. He's doing it for fun. And I'm going to the story to say this. At the moment, it's the generals that are feeling the pressure. The same people that made sure we are scattered all over the world. They need to feel zvatakagara for the past 20, 30, 40 years. Those guys, ZANU-PF has been doing this with their blessings. I'm not going to join them. I'm not going to entertain them. They need to feel what we felt when they denied us the constitutional rights. They cannot be the correct people to come and say about constitutionalism. These guys have been the hand behind ZANU-PF in breaking all the constitutions, drowning the economy. And then today they come and say, they have 20 years to go. They are starting. 2020, 60. Tozotanga kunyazovateera 2046. Vambonzwawo zvatakafila. And then you look at the general. You guys, you have you have a soft spot for the general. He must get exactly what he is getting now. When people were chosen by the people, he said no. When he is being chosen by the people, others are saying no. Let him live that life. And so I'm not going to join the generals in supporting them. No. When people said no in early 2000s, it was obvious it was with the blessing of the generals that we find ourselves effed up now. So I'm not going to join them. I'm sorry. I'm going to be a spectator. I want to see them crying because when we were crying, they were spectating. Simple as that. I think I'm landing. But my generals, ngavambonzwawo. And I think it's a very good idea vadzinga basa. Vambonzwawo, the life of povo. What we... Takwa kusvika retirement age, tisina kana retirement packages. Ngavambonzwawo zvatakanzwa where people break the constitution. Like zvavanongoda at will, people wake up breaking the constitution. The generals must suffer. Ngavambonzwawo what we have been feeling. And then I don't understand when it comes to groups, right? I may join when the group is just richitanga, and then poya umwe munhu onzi ataure, look, the more people talk, the more you hear what people say. And, let's just accommodate each other. Because there's nothing that you can do. We cannot kill Padarika. We have people like Padarina Bashona, Nana Anzani Mukunungurwa, Meno, Vakazara Patwita, you can't kill them. They are part and part of your society. So you have to accommodate them. Why you was if possible, you teach them. But you can't eliminate them. Why? Because at the end of the day, ndo vanhu vanokuisira bhora musango ivavo angojedza. Ndo vanhu vekuti izvo zvikanzizvo nhasi pane election, it's critical. Those are the people vanoisa bhora musango. So hear them what they say. If you can teach them like in teaching. When it comes to kushotesa, ndo vanhu vanokukwadza ivavo. Let me drop to the listeners.
Right. Thank you very much. Can I go to the next speaker, please?
Oh, thank you very much.
I consent. You consent and then you come after. Right, consent. Do you want to come through? Go ahead, consent.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I thank you, Uncle Jets. I thought it wasn't me. Can you hear me?
No, it was you. Kungoti he's coming after you. So go ahead and then Daraji was over.
Okay. So thank you, Uncle Jet, for the opportunity to share my thoughts on this emotional-driven platform. But it is very normal and healthy for people to be very emotional because it is also our rights to be emotional. When it comes to matters of the Constitution, because the Constitution belongs to the people. So firstly, I would like to say, Angojet, we need to acknowledge and recognize that it is those who are in support of the CAB3, it's their constitutional right, and also those who are not in support of it, it's also their constitutional right. And also let's acknowledge that the Constitution belongs to the people and derives its legitimacy from the people. Therefore, constitutional process carried out through institutional, elected by the people reflect the will of the people. So my question here now is, who are the people? So the people are the CCC and its followers, ZANU-PF and its followers, ZAPU and its followers, combined together. And where do we find these people combined together? We find them in the parliament. And so we are saying, if these voices says that CAB3 is a good deal, CAB3 is health for the nation, then the people have spoken. And we need also to recognize that. But here is the problem that we have as Zimbabweans that I've noticed here. As I said, the Constitution belongs to the people. It includes the CCC, it includes the ZAP. But we have a problem whereby Chamisa had about over 2 million people who follows him. But unfortunately, it's because it's kind of cult. And these people, they followed Chamisa, and Chamisa went into hiding. But Yoga went into hiding. Ganyika Emire, Negutio Waita Zawaita. zvinhu zvinokondinya. Then vakasara vakasara in the parliament. Then vakasara in the parliament vakaitawo zvavakaita ende nyika iri kuendera mberi vavachuza vaongorora CAB3 vaona kuti no CAB3 inobenefita nyika and they voted. Saka mostly tingaite arguments.
They haven't voted. Where did they vote?
I'm sorry for saying that, but it seems that they are going to vote and it's going to pass.
Yeah, but they haven't voted. You can't say that, authoritatively.
I'm sorry, I withdraw that. But my point
and can you also stop calling people, cowards?
Okay, I'm sorry, I withdraw that. But ipapo ndo vari kufira nyaya yangu Jets, pakuti isusu politics toda kunoitreat, especially our learned brothers and our learned friends nevari abroad. Mune kamwe kakuti amuna nguva, you are always one-sided. Amuna nguva yekuti ari panyanga, no one is perfect. We need to agree on that. Amuna nguva yekuti ari panyanga wacho ari kutonga zvaagono ndezvipi. Asiri wacho zvaari kugono nezvaari kutadza ndezvipi. Inomva yaita a platform whereby vari this side vari whether wavari wrong and are right, they want to support the person. Ari panyango wacho whether are wrong and are right, we need to support the person. Whereby pari kuzoita problem yekuti when Chamisa went into hiding, akatoenda nema-followers to the extent yekuti vanhu vakatorama over 2 million people vakarama kuparticipate into their nation. Vakasara vacho vakakondinya. Now zvasvika pazvasvika ndo vadzoka futi vakuita noise kuti matijamba, but maenda kamama wanda. Tingamire here nekuti hamupo maita following a person over policies. Because it's a fact that the constitution belongs to the people. And